A little while back, we took you inside the Oilfield store for a look at the rich history of the store. And today, we're heading back.
Yes, that's right. But this time, we're checking out the deep history of the Oilfield community and how it got its name. Take a look.
And back in the day, whenever across the country they discovered oil, they called them oil cities that would spring up. Of course, there wasn't a city population as we know today. But I've done some research and from people that have mentioned dates and what has happened in the area. Oil was discovered in this area as early as 1880 in that era, and of course you couldn't get to it very easy. When I was up here at the store, I was probably 10 or 12 when they were talking about this, and I thought, now wait a minute, there weren't any roads, no vehicles, just, you know, how on earth did they get oil out of the ground? And of course, through the research, sometimes there's just pools of oil in different parts of the country just on top of the ground. And sometimes it wouldn't take much they were drilling wells or something, and they would have this black stuff come up instead of water and so forth. But it was about 1890s when they first discovered it here. But the production of it didn't really happen until they could do more with transportation. 1900 is when the Oilfield community started, just a bit north and northwest of here, just a few yards from this building. And eventually there were roads put in better, but they're still pretty muddy. I remember someone in the store here saying that they used horses and pulleys and ropes to dig wells, and of course a shovel. And eventually they got to get some kind of planks they'd put through the mud to make it so wagons could go across it and so forth. But they did use pulleys and horses, and in the wet, when it was rainy season, it was so muddy that the horses' bellies would drag in the mud trying to work the oil.
And so that's how this place was named, Oilfield.
There are pictures that Lee Newland, our resident artist, and I met him as I was a teenager here watching the store, and younger, 10, 12. He was a gentleman that came from the tree line over there, had one of the oilmen's houses, I guess you call them, or a house that was built to house the people working in the oil fields. And he loved history too, so he, along with his pictures, he'd document where the picture was taken, who was there, and he also had a bit of humor, so he'd make little cartoons sometimes too. This is how Oilfield community looked. It has a row of buildings, and this is when the railroad came through. You can see the train tracks and trains going past back in the distance.
What impact did oil have on this community?
Well, it helped put Illinois on the map as one of the highest producers of oil in the country at that time. J.D. Rockefeller invested in this area, and there were many notable people that came to invest in it. And Lillian Russell was here just to see what was going on. Diamond Jim Brady came, and the author Charles Dickens was here. So it was very lucrative for the store owners at that time. And there are still some pumps pumping now that have been pumping over 100 years. And our wells around here are shallow, 300 feet deep. Some of them are just that shallow. The smaller the pump jack, the shallower the well. And so, you know, it really was an impact at that time. But of course, by 1930, it was pretty well gone. The oil had diminished somewhat, And bigger towns, of course, Casey is close by. And Westfield was a community already at that time. So people tend to migrate there or move away when the jobs weren't there for the oil boom. And there were so many people that did come. It was like a rush, you know, for the oil industry. Many people were encamped around Casey at the railroad station that they came in, and tent cities would pop up before they eventually got a few homes here built for the oil workers.
Clearly, there's so much history to unpack. This really was just a little glimpse of it all.
Yeah, and if you would like to plan your visit to Oilfield and the Oilfield store, they open for the season beginning Thursday, April 6th.
Yes, be sure to mark it on the calendar. We'll connect you with this story over on our website, CILiving.tv.